This is a certified hood classic.
Did we just become best friends?
Yep. Boner.
All rise, order in the court. It's just another Manning Monday. I love that.
It is, Creed. It's a love story as old as time, the one we have with Judge Manning, and how great those memories are. Oh, the TPOs we had together.
All the good times. Although not to give too much crap to Judge Alex Manning at the moment, but that is not a great look on her. Is that like an inflatable costume you get from is she trying out like new things?
Maybe. Or maybe, maybe she's bloated a bit right now. I don't know. I believe she's pushing herself up in the chair, so it's not really a flattering look. That's all right. We'll forgive the good judge. Everybody's like waving. They're all excited to see her.
Yeah, everyone's like, hey guys, yeah, Monday, let's get it going. All right.
Well, everybody's happy. Hope everybody's had a great weekend. I know mine was not too bad. Not too bad at all.
How was your Friday? I know you guys birthday
Busy.
extravaganza at the grocery store. I saw you guys.
Yeah, we went to all right. So we went to my daughter's house, and we were waiting for them. They had to go do some stuff before we could all go to dinner. So we had to watch Bo, and I was hungry. And so we went to the Harris Teeter they have, of affluent neighborhood.
Jesus.
So we went to the Harris Teeter that's like a stone's throw away from their door. And it was really good. We got like a pizza, they have like a pizza shop in there.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I haven't been to a Harris Teeter in years.
Yeah, we don't even have one in my town. So but yeah, I had a delicious fresh made pie right there. I think some of the others got sushi. They had like a sushi guy making sushi in there, and pretty crazy. I've never I would love to have Harris Teeter.
It's like a fine dining establishment.
It was. And then we ended up going out to Mexican that night. So it was a win-win.
That's what we're doing tonight is going to Mexican. Our first of 2 wedding anniversaries falls today. Remember the New York one and then the big one.
Well, get a little bit of everything there on that one, though.
Yeah. There was one other thing I was going to say. Oh, yeah, Harris Teeter, great until you maybe for that food until you go try to buy groceries.
Oh yeah, we didn't even. I did walk around and see if there was any deals on anything that we typically buy, but there was not.
Anyways, all right. Well, let's jump into it. We ready?
We're ready.
Everybody's here, I think, for the most part. We're good.
Ready.
Beverly's here.
And by the way, real quick, I'm sorry how Canada spells neighbors.
Yeah.
It's not the way Americans. And hence the comment I said, KCC, keep your Canadian tongue out of my American mouth.
It's a French spelling, right? The weird extra.
Again, double wrong.
Walter's here. Okay, we can start.
We can proceed.
All right. We're not all going to talk at once. If we do, we're going to make me angry, and y'all won't like me when I'm angry.
Oh, shit.
If y'all are all in the same place, you're not all going to be able to be unmuted at once. So first we'll start with, so we have, we're all against each other.
Thank you.
All right. So Ms. Davis, go ahead and tell me what your issue is with, does anybody have anything with Mr. Vasquez Sr.? Mr. Vasquez Sr., leave your camera on.
Sean's going for a walk.
Still. So why is he here?
He's getting a Stepson.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We served for junior, not senior.
All right, ma'am, put the paper down. I don't.
The reason why father is here at the moment is due to the fact that there is
He can speak. He can speak. Go ahead, sir.
The police that arrived at the house presented us with 4 documents. One of them have my name, the other one have my son's name. One of them says junior, the others doesn't.
So which one doesn't say junior? What's the case number that doesn't say junior? Talking to your dad, not you. That's Yolanda Davis versus Julius Vasquez.
That's correct.
All right, so that'll be dismissed. Because you thought it was you. You were served. All right, sir, you can go ahead and leave. Thank you.
Easy.
That was easy for him.
The wrong person.
Serve the wrong person. That happens. But know what else happens, kids? On a very rare occasion, when we all get together, we hold hands, we say kumbaya, and we kiss each other on the cheek. Mother effing Creed frame. Mavis, you got Creed so excited, he just fell out of his chair. This is the time of day where you like, subscribe, do all that cool stuff, and say, hey, hey, baby. There he is. I knew it.
What a great way to start a Monday. I'm pretty sure we went an entire week without even on slot streams without even one Creed frame.
Well, you know, it's you gotta get that quota filled. You don't, we can't sell any shirts. I mean, the Creed frame shirts fly out the door every time we have one. I mean, I'm walking on stacks of hundreds out here.
Oh, I bet. It's still only one little bar. So
You're getting better. I can see you're looking better. You're sounding better.
Like I say, I love that because I've got all of this thanks to Grotto, who's put all these statistics and everything, and I can see everything running perfectly fine. CPU usage 19%.
To Grotto.
Mr. Grotto. RAM was at 20%, RAM Ranch. And CPU is like at 20%.
That's a win.
Internet did not move, of course, on my part, but StreamYard, yup. That's crazy. Anyways, we didn't miss anything.
Nope.
Hang on a second. Find this.
We've kicked Dad out. Dad had to go. We served the wrong guy. Oh.
Tiny Piggy, thank you. Hallelujah on its way. There it is. Thank you, Tiny Piggy.
Tiny Piggy.
Yes, Your Honor, ever since we moved here into this location, Mrs. Vasquez has damaged our property.
Damn.
She's continued to throw things in our yard, like do harassing things. She threw a dead bird on my porch. She threw blood on a mat that I had outside my house, all because I caught them dumping and destroying our property. I caught her dumping. One day they had a big event, like late at night, they would disable our Ring cameras so that we couldn't see anything and we couldn't watch the videos. And I actually heard them and I intercepted and I spoke to her over the Ring camera. I couldn't see it, but my voice was there. And I caught them actually having a dumping event one night where she would cut her tree.
Hold on.
I hope it's not the one, the dumping event that I instantly, like my brain.
I mean, she brought up dumping, you know, she's dumping all the time, but now we're having dumping events right there in front of the camera.
Right.
I mean, it's getting really bad. Again, the blood and the dead bird, that's black magic voodoo, right?
Yeah, but the dead bird, I mean, if you got like I don't know, our old house in New York, we had birds fly into the windows all the time and actually cracked them a few times because they just see there was a straight shot through or so the bird thought anyways.
I'm sticking with black magic.
Whiskey. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean,
Whiskey.
listen, if they actually, yeah, I would say that's especially with the blood. Sweet.
Yeah, that's
the blood.
Black magic.
I hope it's not the dumping event that I think though.
He's down and all her things that she didn't want in her yard, and she would dump it in our yard. So when I confronted her and I asked them why were they doing this and to please stop or whatever, they were mad ever since. And she claimed some property of ours that wasn't hers, that we didn't have any idea. We let her, do what she wanted to do. She planted some trees on our property that she knew wasn't her property line. And she planted trees there. And when questioned about that, she said to me that, oh, I don't want my land to wash away. That's why I planted those trees there. And it's just been an ongoing issue, Your Honor, with her just damaging property. We had a fence put up. They've been cutting the fence, Your Honor, damaging the property every single night, flying drones over our house. We have no privacy. If I held up my camera to my windows, you will see that we had black film put up to our windows. because we literally have seen them looking through the windows, Your Honor.
Who have you
It's-
seen looking through the windows?
Miss Beverly and her son.
So
So if that's all true,
I see you in there.
um,
We're out here dumping. Would you like to watch?
that's
That's all. I mean, those are all crazy accusations. Flying drones over the house.
yeah.
And put garbage bags up on their windows. It seems like to keep them from leering in. Maybe these people are insomnious. Insomniacs. They need to get some rest at night. Maybe we need to put them on something Ambien. Maybe they're already on it.
Maybe they don't even know they're doing it. They're just sleepwalkers or something.
Cutting the fence.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to find out where this all really stemmed from.
What kind of fence they got that they just easily cut it? Chicken wire.
who's her son? There's two men on here.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
All right. What about Mr. Sands? What have you seen him doing?
Mr. Sands he's a friend of theirs. So he's been roaming the neighborhood, damaging our property also. He has a cutter. He's a grass cutter around here. I guess he has his own lawn care business. So he's been coming around our home, just stalking the area. I can be outside with my dogs. I can be outside. I will literally see him peeking through the fence, like watching me where I'm going. I've even seen him across the street and stand back in a person's yard and look up to my windows. And I'm standing right there in the windows watching him, Your Honor. We have all hardware cameras, so I'm able to stand upstairs and watch their location and watch what he's literally doing. One day I got in my car and followed him and watched him go around the corner onto Greyheart, a different street in our location. And he was flying his drone near our neighborhood, right in our backyard, sitting in his truck. I have literally seen him with my own eyes, Your Honor. And it's an uncomfortable feeling. I feel like they're trying to intimidate and watch us. Our Wi-Fi, everything has been compromised. We had to go and get a whole new, I don't even have an email address right now because they've compromised my email address. They disconnect our Wi-Fi system and our cameras throughout the day. This has been going on, Your Honor, since we found out. I want to say
that's a bit much, thinking that they're getting into
your email account. Your Honor, I got a thing about dick pills, and I don't even have dick. I know this is a hack job. It's obvious. They're flying drones. They're hacking our stuff. And by the way, the other guy, Mr. Sands, he's walking around the neighborhood menacingly.
Now, she's humbly bragged about
Hardwired cams,
yes,
baby.
Ring cam.
Hardwired.
When she shows up with, get off our lawn, Nightbot. When she shows up with zero evidence as far as video evidence or any pictures, she's just going to blame it on the fact that they got in and just like erased everything.
There should be like tons of footage. Tons.
Right? It should be cut and dry. Like we shouldn't even have to hear from the other side. Like
here she is dumping on my lawn right now. Look at it.
It's a dumping event.
And when we really literally found out that it was them doing it, I want to say it had to be around March.
About a dumping event. Quick Teen Mom update. It's been a while. MTV, great show.
You ever heard of it?
But yeah, the Janelle there accidentally when she was when she was advertising her new OnlyFans. She I don't think was thinking and put the fact that it was like an advertisement about a spicy dump that was happening that night at 9 p.m. So if you're on her OnlyFans, and as you can imagine, years later, hasn't let that one down yet. Yes, it's going to be a spicy dump tonight on OnlyFans.
Of 2020.
So what have you seen Mr. Vasquez do specifically?
Specifically standing right in his yard with his cell phone, and I have lining his cell phone up to our Ring cameras to disconnect our cameras over and over again. We have seen him with his drone in the backyard with his drone in the backyard. And when my husband walked up and saw him with it, he tried to hide it. It's just continuously, it's an uncomfortable feeling, Your Honor. I feel like we're being stalked, we're being watched 24 hours a day. It's been awful, Your Honor. It's just been horrible. Even up until recently, this Thursday, I had to call the police. There's been numerous police reports regarding all of these situations. Even up until this past Thursday, they tried to start a fire in our backyard.
What?
What did they do?
The pine straw in our backyard, it was literally set on fire. There's fire patches in our backyard.
How do you know they did it?
I'm sorry?
How do you know that they did it?
Your Honor, there's no one that will come on our property. They've been the only persons that we've been having problems with. Once again, they disarm the cameras so that we can't see, so that it fogs out the cameras while they do their deeds, Your Honor. We have no other issues with.
So anything that happens in that neighborhood or on their property is instantly going to be blamed on them, regardless of if they know it.
Your Honor, it's getting bad in here. My faucet in my upstairs bathroom that has a garden tub in it, by the way, it's dripping. And I know they've been coming in here and they've been messing with my pipes. And now the shit's just dripping everywhere. I can't even go to bed at night. All I hear is drip, 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 drip.
I have a feeling that she's setting up zero evidence, zero receipts, absolutely nothing.
This is it's a lot of stuff. She's unpacked like a whole house full of shit already. But
yeah. And keep in mind, they do this 24/7. I don't know when anybody gets any sleep.
No other neighbors. There's no reason for anyone to want to burn down our house and burn down our yard.
All over this lady's bush.
All right. Sir, I'll hear from you. Go ahead.
So some of the most same issues.
Well, tell me what you've seen in particular.
So we see the droning, the stalk.
Who are you connecting it to?
The droning.
Did he just call it the droning?
The droning. Your Honor, that was in
Droning
here.
is happening.
Oh, sorry. The droning. Yeah, I seen that. I mean, it's not against the law to fly a drone. Last time I checked.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No fly zone over their house.
How are you connecting the drone to one specific individual?
Because I saw it, I seen the drone. And my neighbor backyard, Mr. Vasquez.
You're seeing the drone, but how do you know it's him flying it?
I think that's the one I seen that in the backyard. I was standing on the back porch looking.
So you've seen him flying it, like him land it or something?
No, it was he had landed and put it on the ground in front of him, and then I turned my back and then he had picked it up and went in the house with it.
Have you seen anybody specifically disconnecting your Ring doorbell?
Well, we can't see that because it's all electric. It's all total wired in, but they got multiple email address network that leads to their house, and there's plenty of them.
Why do you know it's them that are disconnecting your Ring doorbell?
Because they're the only one next. We got neighbors around us, but they got all about the same, almost the same exact type of wording.
And can I say something, Your Honor? I have approached them, and they know for a fact. I have come outside of my house and said, attention neighbors, they're dislocating, they're disarming my Wi-Fi cameras and my internet or whatever. When I call their names out and I say it, all of a sudden everything pops back on, Your Honor. And at the time, no one else is home. They're the only ones home next door.
Okay.
Gracie makes a great point.
But if they disconnect her Wi-Fi, their cameras aren't going to work.
Okay, so if they were smart enough to get in there and somehow disconnect their Wi-Fi first, then I guess it wouldn't be saved.
Here's a great thing. I like that she decided the way she was going to approach us was she was going to walk outside and basically just make an announcement like, neighbors, please let it be known that this time my Wi-Fi has been disabled. It is the neighbors, the ones over here. Please turn it back on or there's going to be hell to pay.
The husband didn't really have.
Because he ain't the boss. Let the boss talk.
I mean, it took quite a while to get to the fact that he saw. I mean, listen, if they ask you and you've seen something like that, yes, listen, I saw the drone.
I saw him flying.
Judge,
Yes,
I saw the
physically
drone.
seen him flying the drone.
It
He had the
landed
thing in
on his
hand,
property. He
doing like
picked it up and
this.
walked inside. That's how I know it's his. That's cut and dry easy. But for other people, that's.
She had to drag it out of him.
Is that those of you who know, listen, I am not obviously very techie. Is that easy? I mean, could you find out where the internet's going into the house? And
My kids have said people like, they're like, hey, the internet's about to cut off. Some guy, got our whatever, the VPN thing or whatever it is.
ISP.
Yeah, ISP, that too. And cut off our Wi-Fi from somewhere and then turn it, we had to turn it back on.
Now,
or it could just be shitty Spectrum. You're right. I'm going to go Spectrum.
It definitely could. Glad to see everybody got their Disney and football back over on old Spectrum.
Oh, did they? Well, God bless America.
They did within 20 minutes of the game starting last week, by the way. Oh, that's how that all worked out.
How the cricket.
And every time we have these incidents and I go outside and voicefully speak them, all of a sudden when they know the attention's coming, all of my information, everything pops back on. And we have literally seen Mr. Junior Vasquez.
He's the Junior.
Mr. Junior, I just going to speak this Wi-Fi back in existence real fast. Just give me a minute. It'll be back on.
He sits, their windows point towards our windows. So just like how he's sitting there with his headset on now, he has his camera, his laptop and everything facing directly at our windows. Watching our every movement. And I've contacted Verizon, I've contacted Xfinity, and they told us for a fact that our Wi-Fi and everything has been compromised and had been hacked. So we had to change everything, phone numbers, everything, had to get a whole new system put in.
When you say they're disabling your Ring doorbell, have you seen either one of them doing it?
Well, not literally with my eyes, no.
Okay, that's an integral part right there. Not with my eyes, no.
Yeah, I mean, the Ring, this is some pretty sophisticated stuff. Hope things are well in Denmark. They're at the point now that we're saying that they are disabling cameras and doing all these other things in preparation for a dumping event, in preparation for a drone fly, in preparation of them peeking through the windows, setting the lawn on fire. So all of this is just falling in place. Now, maybe Mr. Julio Jr. here is a whiz, but I don't think you really have to be too much of a whiz because they're probably so close. How she's talking about his computers right here by the window. He's probably picking up their Wi-Fi.
And entirely possible. And Griggsy makes a very valid point. Wouldn't they just come out and say, hey, they came out, they chopped? I mean, it's obvious, we had to call the people out to have it. So they must think that they got in there internally somehow and hacked it like they're anonymous.
Maybe they should change their password from password to something else.
Right. Yes. There is, I swear to God, they use them inside of Goodwills in certain stores. Because they don't want you looking up like prices. For Amazon and realize, oh my God, this is so much more expensive here.
So then how do you know? But okay, so you've seen Ms. Vasquez putting something in your yard. What have you physically seen Mr. Vasquez do?
Other than fire?
Junior, like I said, just facing the camera. It's just stalking up and down the fence. And literally just going outside and holding up his phone. He does it. His sister does it. Even the mom has done it. They literally, because our cameras are facing right towards their yard and on that side, they hold their phone up and what they're called, from my understanding, is called a camera jammer or a Wi-Fi jammer. It's some type of app that they have on their phone that they can use to disconnect your Wi-Fi cameras, Your Honor. It seems like every time I see them do it, all of a sudden the cameras go out. They go offline and we can't get them back on. They start roaming. And this is all the time.
Roaming.
There's no one else around. There's no one else. We have literally seen them with our own eyes. And sometimes I think they do it to try to intimidate, because even if I'm outside by myself, they purposely do it. Take the phone and hold it up straight to our cameras and start clicking. So if I answer the Ring camera right away when they are trying to ring into it, somehow they get into it, and that's how they knock our cameras offline.
My goodness, what an
Mr.
elaborate.
Sands, I'll hear from you.
Has a lot to it.
Whew.
Yes, Your Honor. Everything they're saying is, I don't know where they're coming from. I don't even own the drone. I don't even know what they're talking about, honestly. Yesterday, I just realized their name. I don't even pay attention. You know, I've been staying in this neighborhood for 10 years, and I honestly don't, you know, I keep to myself. All the neighbors around here keep to themselves. And since they have moved in, I mean, it's been total, it's the police. You notice the police down the street all the time. So I don't know. I don't know what the problem is, honestly.
That's not a problem at all.
Angie K, thank you for the $5 late fee. Appreciate you.
I mean, look, I don't want to say it, but you know, I'm the last one to play this card. But you think it's because of their race?
I don't know. By the way, I thought we were talking about Julio Vasquez because they're talking about with the thing.
Yeah, Mr. Stans hasn't been accused of flying a drone. I don't know where he got that shit from, but he just comes in. I don't know why I'm here. I'm over here drinking this squirt. It's delicious.
You can find it at your local food line.
You need your grass cut. I'm good to go.
That's right. He does the grass cutting. Speaking of grass cutting, hey, Carp.
What you think about that, Credence?
What you think about that, Credence? Hello, DTF.
You haven't been over at their house?
No, ma'am. I cut the yard, you know, I cut the yard next door to them. So I stayed on that Miss Valdez property line, and I never cross it. I don't know what they're talking about. I've been in their windows and all that. No, who's going to go in someone's windows? Not me.
He's not a habitual
Vasquez,
limestone.
Your Honor, I have no understanding as to why our neighbors have brought these type of accusation against me and my family. All these allegations are false. And in regards to petition 2021CV352657 brought to me by the petitioner Yolanda Davis, number 3, it says April 17, 2021. It says that I was also on June 9th and June 29th standing on the side of their house. Your Honor, I work remotely, and on April 9th to April 18th, I was out of the state. I have my flight information, Frontier 2385, when I came back in on the 18th in the Atlanta airport. On April 30th to July 24th, I was out of state. I work remotely, and all my out-of-state timestamp location for my company can be verified by my supervisor, Sandra Piggott. I can give you her telephone number. All the other...
So Beverly is... Beverly's throwing out a lot of numbers and things to us.
I travel for work, Your Honor. You can call the Best Western out there in Omaha if you would like. I got the number.
This is pretty
click,
crazy.
click, boom.
Boy. All right.
Do you think it's only one person in that family believes us is going on? Like the husband's like,
Like the husband doesn't believe that she iPhone down there is
Yeah, maybe he's just sitting there with his wife because like she says it's going on, and he's like, "Yeah, all right, I believe you."
I this just seems like a lot. This is a lot of effort. This is people that need to know some pretty big ins and outs of technology.
Julio is, by the way, he looks suspicious. I don't know. He does look a little suspicious, but the other two I feel like are fine. But him, I don't know. He is a little sus.
This will be I don't know. I hope that Julio gets to speak and throws out lots of numbers like Beverly just did.
Allegations are false. All of them are false.
Mr. Vasquez.
Bullshit.
Yes, well put.
None of these allegations are true. I do not own a drone. When I am outside of my yard, I am usually talking on the phone with people. I have taking out my dog usually or tending to my trees.
I'd see tending to his trees, taking his dog out. That's the dumping event, I believe we alluded to.
The family loves Bush. What can we say?
And I am sitting in my room, the dining room, where these windows were mentioned. That is my dining room. I eat there. I work there. I watch things there, but it's my dining room. There's nothing else there. I did the same. I didn't know these people. I keep to myself. I'm not a very social person. And that is it.
Damn.
I mean, why do they seem to think, man, why do they seem to think that you dumped something on their yard?
Your Honor, are you talking to me?
Yes, Ms. Vasquez, why do they think you dumped something on their yard? She says she's seen you dumping stuff in their yard.
I do not know, Your Honor. You'll have to ask that to them. I really do not know.
Well, I asked her. She said she saw you dump something in her yard.
I did not dump anything in her yard, Your Honor.
I like that idea, nurse.
And my neighbor has cameras, Your Honor, so I don't know. I did not dump, and I have never dumped anything in my neighbor's yard.
Why would she say you've been dumping stuff in the yard?
I really don't know, Your Honor. Honestly.
Something's going on.
Something's happening.
People just make stuff up. So what? I mean,
There it is, story guy. Sorry, it took me a second to get to the hallelujah. Thank you.
Thank you, story guy. A+ on the beard, by the way, story guy.
Absolutely. I like this idea now that Amazon like delivers things with
yeah, maybe they're just it's a big city. Maybe they're just, working it.
Okay, let me ask you something very quickly because like Julio and Sean both they kind of dismissed it with not throwing out a whole bunch of stuff, just saying, listen, this is how I live my life. I don't even know these people. We don't even interact. I do this, and this. They're both were very, very close. And then Beverly, however, went a little bit different. Like somebody said, I believe maybe it was Griggs. Somebody had said, and you're right, she kind of established a whole alibi of like,
yeah,
I wasn't even home. I'd nothing to do with me. I wasn't even around. I work remotely.
And the both of them, the two guys, they went with the Shaggy defense. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. So this is an interesting one. I'm very on the fence of, but I'm guessing. I don't know.
What's going on?
I all I can tell you, Your Honor, is that honest to goodness, still the last communication I had with our neighbors was in the fall of last year when Miss Davis came to my door and called me to the corner of my house. And actually, you could probably see the background from the camera, but it's not that her house is right close by. And asked me and claims that I buried her sprinkler, that I threw dead snake in her yard, that I need to remove my trees because the roots of the trees are going to grow into her yard, and that I cut her fence. Since then, Your Honor, I have not had absolutely no communication, no confrontation with Miss Davis. Since then, I've had, my daughter can show you, Miss Davis goes on the next door site that we have that we share as a community, and she posted things about me, the neighbor next door. And in response to her post, which was I was cutting her fence, there was a comment on there that someone commented that they would just pop one over here. I have other neighbors have also asked her to please post the video, because the video that was posted just showed the warping of the fence and the natural aging of a fence. I have, since then, nothing has been posted. Since that issue, that situation, I work from home. I have my office.
There was also Algoffer Leeser had asked me if we looked at our email the other day, and I said I did not. That was on Friday, by the way.
On Friday, I haven't looked at it since Thursday, but I will.
To answer your question to both of you, we have
not. Really quick, Mayor dropped 5 gifts.
Hell yeah! 5 gifts, love that. Mayor, thank you.
And at the beginning of the show, somehow we skipped Deborah. Deborah was the first person to send over a dono. So thank you to Deborah as well.
It's Monday. I'm rusty. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Kind of, sort of a 3-day.
All is forgiven. All is forgiven.
And I can hear Miss Davis.
Roxanne with a very good question. Where are the police reports? Where's the pictures? Where's all the video we're talking about?
She's busy posting stuff on the neighborhood, which I do know that's a pretty typical thing where neighborhoods will post stuff like, oh, such and such is this and this. You've got to watch out for, and why is this? So I understand that. But she's going for the jugular by making all these accusations. It's kind of crazy.
And I don't think that we've gotten down to the bottom, Beverly, to where this all started or what the reasoning is for all of it.
It don't take much, though. I'll say that. It don't take much for your neighbor to turn on you.
I guess not.
Sometimes yelling and screaming. The neighborhood is very quiet, Your Honor. There is a lot of everybody here are working people, and the neighbor is very quiet. So when you hear loud noises, it calls your attention. And she, at one point, my neighbor across the street in front, that is a nurse, had to come over and talk to her. Besides that, now this case that we didn't have no idea about what's going on now. My whole question is, where are they going to go from here? It just seems like it's all bad faith.
Your Honor, can I speak?
Okay.
Regarding the neighborhood thing that she said that I wrote on the next door, that happened in July, I want to say, of 2019. So that goes to show how long this has been going on. Either July, it was sometime, I know it was kind of in the summertime. July of 2020, because this has been going on for so long. For one, I never named her name. I said we're living around sowers of discord, because that's when we started finding out all the things that was going on in our neighborhood as far as our property and what was going on. And what we did, because they were claiming some property that wasn't theirs, we had no idea, Your Honor. We were just living in our little square that we were living in. And someone started damaging the fence at this time. So what we did was we went and got a survey done. So when the survey was done in September, that's how we found out all the land, extra land that belonged to us that was ours. And they seem to have gotten upset.
All right, hold on a second, though. In the beginning, before we get to this story, am I right when she was saying they were putting trees on our property? Well, they probably thought that was their property until the survey.
Probably.
Man,
and didn't she say that? She said, "I never said they were cutting the fence." Yeah, you did. You did say they were cutting your fence. I mean, that was one of the first things she said was they were cutting her fence. She's like, "I never said they cut my fence." Of course you did. That's one of the first things you said. Also, thank you to Courtney for the 10 bones from the PP.
Hell yeah. Good love us some PP.
PP. Courtney. Thank you. Is there any chance maybe it's another person doing this, or is anyone else in the neighborhood experiencing maybe some hooligan children's?
I mean, if it were, wow, because she's bringing them to court, and God, that'd be crazy if it was.
That'd be great.
I just don't understand how you have zero evidence. Like you guys said, she's got her and her husband most likely both have phones.
I just don't see these people being that. Manipulative isn't the word I'm looking for. I don't know, so invested that they're making sure they have covered their trails on every single aspect of everything.
Could you imagine if they did get kind of a fly-by-night survey, no big deal, nothing completely legal, and now she's thinking that tons of stuff that's happening on what she presumes is her property that they just found out she has a bunch more. Something had to have started this, and
that's a very good chance that it was this land dispute, though.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like the start of something.
My husband had no idea that our property line went further than it was until after the survey, and then we had gotten our irrigation system working.
Humble brag.
Irrigation system started working because what happened was the sprinklers were buried down in the yard, and it was buried down further up where she lives. So once he got sprinklers working, everything, they started popping up out the ground everywhere.
By the way, after so much time, people can walk over them. Lawnmowers can drive over them, push them down in. There's a lot of reasons why that.
And it seems like this was already there when they moved in. So, I don't believe she was saying like this was something they just had put in.
Okay, that is so sad. Sherry, it was 44, the girlfriend of Martin Truex Jr. Died of cancer. That's really sad. Really sad, for sure. The sprinkler thing. A lot of the things that they've said, we can easily justify like a lot of different, scenarios other than it being them. It's insane.
That's when we realized our property was our property, Your Honor. In 3 weeks, Your Honor, the fence was starting to get sliced on the side of their house, Your Honor, like little peeking. A fence does not settle within 3 weeks. A house takes years to settle once it's built or whatever. The guys that fixed our fence, due to they can't speak English well, communication. They even admitted when they came by here that no, your fence was not like this. We did not do this to your fence. Your fence would not settle
of
like
course
this
they're gonna say
within 3 weeks. Every time we leave our corner, we come home to more damage, or her cutting up her trees and purposely throwing them over the fence, doing anything to try to irritate me and to get things going, Your Honor. So yes, there have been times when at the point of incidents of happening, I have gone outside and I'm yelling like, leave us alone. Please leave us alone. Stay off of our property. Why are you doing this? I've called her evil because I've seen some of the things she's done. She's repeated back to me personal conversations that we have had in our home. She literally came out, oh yeah, so we don't vote, we can't vote, and all this, just different things, Your Honor, that she has come out and said. And I'm like, how did you hear that conversation? They sit outside their porch on their backyard, Your Honor, yes, just to listen to our conversations. This is every day, Your Honor. I wouldn't make this up. We live peacefully.
Not a nice day that they're outside enjoying their outdoors as well.
I can't believe these people. How dare they come out and sit in their yard? And I would hate to say this. She's got a big mouth. She's very loud. She's boisterous. She probably yells at her husband a lot. And when she gets heated, as she is right now, she's saying a lot of stuff outside.
I think this is the one.
And their houses are pretty close from what it sounds like.
They must be. They have to be. Like you're saying, like window to window with the one, with his dining room, apparently. I think the biggest thing that is so irritating to me is all of the talk that we've had about the about all the video cameras. I mean, and neither side seems to have anything.
Well, they say they don't have anything because they haven't done anything. They're claiming, hey, it wasn't me. We ain't done this stuff. Nothing's happened.
Cole, safe travels. Love to hear that.
She's taking a real vacation. She's gonna be down there for like 2 weeks or so.
Weather shouldn't be.
It's looking good so far.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, if we're as cool as we are, even if they're hot, it ain't gonna be just stifled like it was all summer. So that's
no
good.
swamp ass for me.
Even up until all this was going on, I have witnesses that have been here who have witnessed some of the things that have gone on, Your Honor. At the end of the year of 2020, it had to be in December because there's been so much friction going on between us here. I sent Mrs. Vasquez a fruit basket with fruits and chocolates just to say, hey, I don't know where we got off on the wrong feet. I don't know what's going on with us, but can we be the queens that we were born to be?
Queens.
And let's get past this. Let's just move on. I didn't want to go into 2021 with more incidents happening, Your Honor. She accepted the basket. They ate all the fruits and whatever. Come after January 1st, oh, it was worse, Your Honor. The situations got worse. It was continuous. The drone flying, the still disabling our Wi-Fi cameras. I mean, everything, Your Honor, everything that we said was true. Like I said, that's when we found out. This was like in March, in which a dead bird was thrown on our porch. We sent you all the information in which once I caught Ms. Vasquez and I asked them to stop
dead bird
damaging our property or.
So far, that's the only piece of evidence is a dead bird on her stoop.
Any chance that did they find this bird already dead and bring it over to her house, or was this a sacrificial bird that they then brought over?
Or did the bird fly into their house, break its neck, and die right there? Dun, dun, dun.
Things on the property, Your Honor, we ended up with a dead bird on our porch. After the dead bird was thrown on our porch, Your Honor, I got a new rug. I threw everything away and was like, okay, I don't know what's going on with these people, why they're still doing this mean stuff. Your Honor, I get a new rug, a biblical rug, Psalms 91. We are covered. Well, someone threw blood, some type of blood all over the rug.
What's blood?
I called the police. The police came out, took a report of everything that's been going on. So from, I want to say it was April 1st.
Did she say ant's blood, Creed? Ant's blood? Is that what she said? I don't know. Maybe she said Creed Frank. It's gonna be a good week. Week from today, flying from here to beautiful Florida. Make sure you're there September 26th, live and in person, hanging out with the legend. Don't miss your chance. Creed, there you are. He's back. Better than ever.
Two for one day. Huh?
Getting that monthly quota in.
If you found a dead bird on your outdoor,
I find dead birds in my side yard all the time. Now I'm starting to have second thoughts that my neighbor hates me.
Do you rip up your yard and go get a new one? Or?
Well, I've thought about it. Now I may have to. But we also have high tension power lines in our side yard. So there's that too.
Well, there's that. All of you say there's a cat. That's very, very possible. A cat would just drop it at your doorstep. We had pieces and parts of a bunny one time.
Cats come up here and shit right in front of my door. I don't know if they're just not fans or what.
Now I'm starting to think you might have some bad neighbors. You didn't even
might have bad neighbors with a very small stool.
Anyways, I'm waiting for the.
Oh, that's right. This we're just
think we go back up
for stretching for time.
Thing. Anyways, we got a chase today, mini chase Monday, or
kind of, sort of. Creed. We're going to be doing a little bit of everything this week. It's kind of a loosey goosey week. leading up into next week. So a lot of really good stuff. Make sure you're there for that. You don't want to miss it.
I don't think she tested the blood.
I thought she said ant's blood. And I was like, I didn't know ants could bleed. Yeah, that's what I thought. Ant blood. Maybe her aunt's blood. An aunt. Oh, she didn't say aunt. Never mind.
This thing's just pegged at one. Am I
You're fine. You look good.
Just let me know. I think it's a StreamYard issue at the moment.
Just let her roll. Let's see what we
There's
got.
only about 5 minutes left anyway.
Who's been
If
working
it's bad, let me know. There's something I can change.
with us on a day-to-day basis. So that's why you see so many police coming by. They've been watching our property. Whenever there's an issue going on, I have to text him to keep him up to date with what's going on. So every day that these drones are flying over our house, hovering on the side of our house, all near our bedrooms and everything, I text Corporal and let him know what's going on a day-to-day basis, Your Honor. So there are police officers that know what's going on in this area. They just said, because they keep disabling our Wi-Fi and everything, we're having a hard time catching them but they know that this disturbance is going on. We even had a meeting with our HOA, which they had a meeting with the whole community explaining that drones are disallowed in our community. Our homes are too close together. No one should be flying a drone near our homes anywhere.
Hold on.
So yes, Your Honor, this is
disallowed. Is that a word? Disallowed?
Good question.
Also, I was giving the video a chance to get itself together. It was a little wonky.
It's just pegged on one, so I don't know.
That's all right. We'll finish it out this way. That's fine. We'll pretend it's radio.
26. Give me 2 seconds. Let me try.
Go ahead. We only got 4 minutes left. So we're good.
Yeah,
we're gonna milk the clock today. And Creed looking for some overtime pay.
Yeah.
Guys upstairs, they'll never know it. By the way, make sure you're here for that. And members only today on We Gotta Chase at 5:30 Eastern over on We Gotta Chase channel. If you haven't joined over there, you're not alone. A lot of people have not joined over there. I think we've got like 200 new subscribers over there in the last 28 days, while the other channels have gotten like 2,500 each in the last 28 days. So that's not a thing. How is the kitten? The kitten is well. It tried to kill me 2 times yesterday, getting under my feet. Old man stumbled into the wall. I was like, great, I'm gonna break my collarbone or my hip. It's not gonna be good. Somebody's gonna find me here with the cat just purring in my face while I can't move. But she's well. She's well. Really good cat. Speaking of good cats, make sure, I don't know when I'm going with this, but we'll see where it ends up. Make sure that you go back and watch some of our old videos. If you're new here, you're really going to need to figure it out. And if you're here and you're saying, why are these guys talking so much during this video and all the other ones, they don't talk at all? That's because this is a reaction commentary. Now, let me tell you about those. That's where two guys like us get here and we talk. We interact with you guys like Pamela down here, and we chew the fat.
This thing seems almost impossible to fast forward and to find spots. I see there's 2 different. Jesus Christ! All right, let's start here and see what that does for us.
4 minutes. As long as we got like 4 or 5 minutes left, we're good. Creed's got it. Don't you guys worry.
Bam!
He's dropping it like it's hot. That looks like that looks pretty good. Kinda. I think we're okay there.
That's just.
Have you ever wondered who Knox is?
I'm the dude.
He's the dude.
Like it's just sitting there going
on
around.
our porch.
There we go.
After the dead bird was thrown on our porch, I got a new rug. I threw everything away and hoovering on the side of our house.
Hoovering, there we go.
Hoovering.
Near our bedrooms and everything. I text Corporal and let him know what's going on a day-to-day basis, Your Honor. So there are police officers that know what's going on in this area. They just said, because they keep disabling our Wi-Fi and everything, we're having a hard time catching them but they know that this disturbance is going on. We even had a meeting with our HOA, which they had a meeting with the whole community explaining that drones are disallowed in our community. Our homes are too close to.
Thank you, Cricket. There it is. Disallowed.
Disallowed, Cricket. We had to rewind. We wanted to hear more about this disallowing. Yeah. Sorry about that.
By the way, as soon as I switched over to Firefox and not Chrome, it's that went away and perfect. I don't get it.
Bastards.
Together, no one should be flying a drone near our homes anywhere.
So no drone zone.
This has been going on for a long time. Even up until, like I said, this past Thursday, in which someone tried to set our yard on fire. We have pictures of everything, Ronna. We sent everything to you. Yes. And this is one where you can tell where when she's out doing her yard work, this is what she does. She throws all kind of stuff over the fence,
stick,
fire in the yard. It's just all the time, Your Honor. We have no excuse to lie. Mr. Sanders had enough to even tell my husband everything was fine until you guys moved in over here. Everybody, we get along with everyone here. We came in this community willing to help. When COVID started, my neighbors across the street are seniors. I personally went and rang the bell and was like, do you all need anything from Walmart? From the store, I know COVID's going on. You don't need to be out in this location. You don't need to be out. I work with seniors. So yes, Your Honor, we've been nothing but of service to our neighbors. These are the only ones who we don't seem to get along with. I don't know why. Like I said, we moved in, started cleaning up and just claiming our land. That's it, Your Honor. And from then on, it's been issues with our neighbors constantly, every single day, Your Honor. I have a whole streamline of texts that corporal have been going back and forth. They come around here and they sit and watch, and they have been watching certain individuals because they know what we're saying is true. That we have literally seen them with our own eyes, flying this drone and walking up and down, up inside the sidewalk, just peeking through. It's an uncomfortable feeling, Your Honor. Who would want to take a shower and not feel like someone's looking in through your windows or zooming in, flashing something through your windows, Your Honor? We have no reason to lie about this. None at all. None at all.
So here's the thing, though. We don't have any
windows in their bathrooms
other than what you're saying. So I don't necessarily have proof, So all I can say is to the Vasquez's and Mr. Sands, if you're doing this and they come back again and they have proof, you guys are going to have a TPO against you, which means once it's put in place, if you violate it, you can get arrested for aggravated stalking, which means 10 years in prison. So if you're doing something to these people, you need to stop. Am I clear?
Yes.
Clear. Yes, that's perfect, Mr. Sands. Mr. Vasquez.
I am clear. Can I speak?
I want that you're clear.
She's pissed with this whole case.
This needs to be crystal clear because, everybody's got to live in peace. There's way too much going on in the world. Harassing or doing whatever to our neighbors. Our neighbors are the only ones we're going to be able to depend on these days to try to take care of us because then nobody else taking care of it. There's too much stuff going on in Fulton County and all around this world for us to be harassing the people who are going to be looking out for us if something goes wrong.
Joanna, can I say something? I did not want to bring my neighbors as witnesses, but the neighbor that
I don't want your neighbors as witnesses. I'm telling you what to do. And
I don't want them.
Leave it alone and stop right now. This is your one and only warning. One more time in here, and she's going to have proof. Then everybody's going to be in trouble. Am I clear?
Damn.
Yes. Yes.
Damn. And just like that,
she
was done.
I'm kind of surprised that Judge Manning let her go on as long as she did when she knew there's no proof. There's a dead bird, a picture of a dead bird in front of her door. I mean,
I think in a way, Judge Manning did her best to try and pull something out of those people. She was fishing around trying to get them to admit to something or anything.
Right.
There's obviously something happening, but Creed, I hate to say this. The happenings in her house, the things that are going on, the dead birds, the fire starting on the lawn, the unseen faces looking through the windows. I have to think, maybe, just maybe,
Satan has something to do with it. I believe the house is possessed by one of my minions, Creed.
That would make sense, yeah.
This is a possessional thing, dead birds. It's all our calling cards. Next week, there'll be fog in the hallways. Just saying. Just saying. See you in Florida, Mikey.
All right, Satan. See you there, buddy.
Oh, Satan's coming. Very nice.
Satan's coming.
Fantastic.
Get ready. It's going to be
Satan-
crazy.
Satan likes Florida.
Satan loves the heat.
I don't believe a lot of that. I think that I really don't. I don't believe it. There might be some bad blood here or there, but by the way, lest we forget, she also showed a picture as part of her proof of a stick, right? A branch.
A branch. My neighbor's branches used to fall in my yard all the time.
My yard is absolutely filled with them. I didn't even think it was from my neighbors, but now you really got me thinking.
I like satin.
Today, the Manning Monday Express. Deborah, thank you. Tiny Piggy, Angie K, Story Guy, Mayor with 5 gifts, Courtney with the PP, Cole, who's Florida bound. Good luck with that. Be safe. And
Be
the
safe.
Cricket. Thank you all.
And Iowa Golfer, yes, I did see your message about your travels. So look forward to seeing you. Actually found out Iowa Golfer Lisa and myself are going to be neighbors. She's staying at the neighbor hotel next to my hotel.
No kidding.
Without doxing either one of us. Yes.
Awesome. Love that. That's pretty cool.
Breakfast. She's gonna set up a critter cam right outside the room while she's there. We're gonna get some Florida critters.
Do it.
It'll be exciting. All right, guys. If you haven't done so already, please do me and Creed a huge favor and like the video. Even if you hated it, just go ahead and like it. It'll never hurt you. It won't come back on your credit score. Also, make sure if you haven't already subscribed to one of our 3 amazing channels. We got a case, nothing but cases. We got a chase, nothing but chases. And of course, Creedence Mikey, where you get it all, Daddy. 1 and 1 and 1. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Creed, any parting words? Oh, Creed's parting words are denied.
And happy.
You guys stay safe. You guys stay hard. You guys stay tuned because you never know what we're going to do because, damn it, Daddy, we're better than you and you know it, baby.
I like trains.
Trains are good.